In today's world, we're constantly being pulled in different directions. Social media, email, text messages, and notifications are all vying for our attention. And let's be honest, it's easy to get distracted. But staying focused is crucial if we want to achieve our goals and live the life we want. The problem is, our attention is limited, and it's getting harder to stay on track. Join me as I dive deep into the question, what really keeps me focused? I'm going to experiment with different techniques and see which one works best. Have you ever felt like you're trying to dig a hole in the sand? You make progress, but then something comes along and sweeps it all away. That's what it's like when you're trying to stay focused, but you can't seem to shake off distractions. You start strong, but then your mind starts to wander. You get sidetracked, and before you know it, hours have passed, and you've made zero progress. We've all been there, feeling like we're stuck in a rut, unable to make progress because our attention is scattered all over the place. It's frustrating, demotivating, and can even lead to feelings of anxiety and overwhelm. So, how do we break free from this cycle of distraction and stay focused? The truth is, staying focused is not just about willpower or discipline. It's about understanding how our brains work and using that knowledge to our advantage. So, let's dive into the science behind attention and find out what really keeps us focused. Our brains have a limited capacity for attention, which means we can only focus on a few things at a time. This is known as the bottleneck of attention. And the way we allocate that attention is crucial. There are two types of attention, bottom-up and top-down. Bottom-up attention is driven by our senses, what we see, hear, and feel. Top-down attention is driven by our goals and expectations, what we want to achieve. Studies have shown that our brains are wired to respond to novelty. That's why we're so drawn to social media, email, and notifications. They're like little dopamine hits, and our brains can't resist them. But this constant stream of distractions makes it hard for us to focus. And when we do try to focus, our brains start to wander. This is known as the default mode network. It's like our brain's autopilot mode, where we start to daydream and think about anything except the task at hand. Another challenge we face is something called the Zeigarnik effect. This is when our brains get stuck on unfinished tasks or unresolved problems. It's like our brain is constantly going, "Hey, you need to do this. You need to do that." And it's hard to quiet that voice and focus on what we're doing. So, how do we overcome these challenges and stay focused? One strategy is to use the Pomodoro technique. This involves working in focused, 25-minute increments, followed by a 5-minute break. This helps to reduce distractions, increase productivity, and give our brains a chance to rest. Another strategy is to practice mindfulness meditation. This helps to increase our self-awareness, allowing us to recognize when our minds are wandering and gently bring them back to the task at hand. And the more we practice, the stronger our ability to focus becomes. A breakthrough method that's been gaining popularity lately is something called the 2-minute rule. If a task can be done in less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. This helps to eliminate distractions, reduce procrastination, and increase productivity. In addition to these strategies, there are a few surprising facts that can help us stay focused. For example, did you know that the color blue can actually improve our focus? It's true. Studies have shown that the color blue can increase our attention span and improve our cognitive function. Another surprising fact is that taking breaks can actually improve our focus. This might seem counterintuitive, but taking regular breaks can definitely help. So, how can we apply these strategies to our daily lives? Another real-life example is a technique called temptation bundling. This involves bundling a pleasurable activity with a productive one. For example, if you love listening to audiobooks, you can only listen to them while doing a productive task, like washing the dishes or exercising. This helps to increase our motivation and make the task more enjoyable. Another example is something called implementation intentions. This involves specifying when and where we'll perform a task. For example, I'll work on my project for 25 minutes at 2 p.m. tomorrow. This helps to increase our commitment and make the task more likely to happen. Real-life testimonials have shown that these strategies can be life-changing. For example, one individual used the Pomodoro technique to increase their productivity by 50%. Another used mindfulness meditation to reduce their stress levels and improve their focus. So, what's the takeaway? By applying these strategies and surprising facts, we can improve our focus, increase our productivity, and achieve our goals. So, the next time you find yourself struggling to stay focused, remember, you have the power to take control of your attention and achieve greatness. Thanks for watching, and if you have any focus challenges you'd like to share, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my other videos on productivity and self-improvement, and if you find this content helpful, consider to subscribe. Your support will be a great motivation for us to keep growing.